Are you dreaming of retiring in Central Florida, but tired of looking at cookie cutter home options with limited personalization? Well, buckle up, because I've discovered a hidden gem, a brand new 55 plus community with complete freedom in your personalization. Even structural options are available. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. My name is Krista, and I'm a realtor here in Central Florida. And in this video, well, I want to start off by saying this video is really long, but don't be afraid, because underneath this video, I am putting timestamps. So I'm going to allow you to jump from model to model, because I'm going to show you all 9 model homes in this community, so you can skip to the ones that fit your needs the best. And if you're watching this on a cell phone, just click on the title of the video and all that information is going to populate for you. This community allows you to make lots and lots of personalized choices, but it does so without, well, relatively speaking, breaking the bank. So the community I'm going to show you today is called Cresswind, and it's a Kolter homes community, and it's located in Deland, Florida, and they had their grand opening like maybe 10 days ago, so it is really, really fresh. Kolter is definitely not new to the 55 and over community game, and so they say that what they've done is take the opinions of many of their residents in other communities and use them to design this one. So they're constantly innovating and coming up with different ideas. And one of my favorite aspects of this community is going to be the clubhouse. Now, the clubhouse isn't built yet, but the gym that they're talking about is called an e-gym. So I'm going to show you a little video of what this means. But basically, you wear a bracelet and you take the bracelet around to all the different machines that you want to use, and you tap the bracelet and the machine resets to your specifications, which I think is super cool. Helps you keep track of your previous workouts and just chart your progress. So let me read you what's coming to the clubhouse and the amenity center, which is not built yet. The outdoor amenities will include bocce courts, event lawn, resort-style pool with lap lanes, a resistance pool and a hot tub, tennis courts, and don't worry, there's going to be pickleball courts, walking trails, a private community dock for observation, and a catch and release fishing area on Lake Winnemisset, which is pretty cool. So that's the clubhouse is going to be right on the lake or close to it. And a food truck plaza. Everybody loves food trucks, right? And then their indoor amenities are an arts and crafts room, Cresswind Smart Fit Training Center, which I already discussed, the lounge area, social event and game rooms, yoga, group class studio, a presentation kitchen, which I've seen in a lot of 55 and over communities, so you can take like cooking classes, and a full-time lifestyle director. So Kolter says that one thing that's really important to them is that you get to make friends in the community, and they approach that by having this full-time lifestyle director that encourages people to get involved in the different activities in the community. So before we jump into the model homes, I want to ask you, if you like this video, to consider giving it the thumbs up, leave me a comment, ask me a question below here, and feel free to reach out to me and follow the channel. Thank you. So let's go ahead and jump into it a bit here while we start looking at these houses. Let me tell you about what the HOA fee includes. You get a gated entry with a virtual security guard. So that means probably people are going to have to scan their driver's license to get in. Not residents, but guests. Whole house fiber Wi-Fi, Bluestream fiber TV, and of course, landscaping and irrigation are also included, and the amenity center that I just discussed. There is going to be a one-time capital contribution fee of $1,500, and once the club is built, the monthly HOA fee is going to be $465. There's also a CDD here, and that is going to range from about $1,300 to almost $2,000 per year. And until the club is built, the monthly fee is $163. So you've got about a year or two of $163 until that club is completed. The home that you're looking at right now is called the Sarah. That's the name of the model, and that's part of the Harrison collection. And you have some options with this. You can have it anywhere from between 3 to 5 bedrooms, and there are going to be 3.5 bathrooms. The base price on this is $583,990. And as you can see, this is the model home. It is going to be as nice as possible for you to find all the options that you may want. And when you're talking about the base price, there is like a free lot that is included in that price. But if you want a nicer lot, or you want a special view out of the back or something like that, there could be a fee for those lots. One of the reasons why I kind of made a big deal in the beginning of this video about pointing out that you can go to a design center and make a lot of choices on these homes is because most builders, unless you're in the very expensive custom realm, don't have that option anymore. They build the house for you on the lot, and they kind of tell you which house is available in your price range or based on which model you want, and you don't get to make those choices. So, you don't have the option of having the builder put in the pool, and you don't have the option of having the builder put in crown molding or many of the other upgrades that you see in here. So the advantage of that, of course, you can add most of these things after the fact if you don't have the option of going to a design center in a different community. But the advantage of it is if you're paying with financing, then you can simply finance it all into your mortgage, provided that the home appraises with all of the upgrades that you've done, which isn't always the case. Sometimes it doesn't appraise, especially if you add a swimming pool, because as we all know, swimming pools don't really add the same appraisal value that they cost. So if you add a pool with a cage enclosure, a screen enclosure, that may cost you $120,000 right now, and the appraisal value might add $50,000 to the price of the home. And the home that we're in right now is called the Rachel, and it is also part of the Harrison collection. This one can come with 3 bedrooms to 5 bedrooms, and it has 3.5 bathrooms. The base price is $568,990. Now, Kolter is not really a builder that is going to offer you much in the way of incentives. For example, right now, many builders will buy down your interest rate or pay your closing costs, things of that nature, in order to entice you to buy one of their homes. And that's typically done when they have inventory that they need to sell quickly because their money is in it and they want to get their money back out. But because this is more of a custom approach to building, they don't really have those sort of incentives. You may be able to get some kind of discounts or free things thrown in the design center, but it's not going to be the way that it is if you're purchasing an inventory home. I really love those floor-to-ceiling shower curtains like they have in that bathroom that I just showed you, but I don't know where you buy them, and I don't understand if they actually keep the water in. So here's our third house. This one's called Morgan, and it's from the Cooper collection, so this is a different collection. This collection has between 3 and 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and the base price, it's a bit of a smaller home, and the base price is $498,990. And as I mentioned, there are 9 homes for you to tour here, 9 model homes. But there are actually 13 total homes. They just don't have models for all of them. So there are even more choices than what I'm going to be showing you today. And most of the models do have this room, which is a flex space. You see this one, they have a piano, some, they have a game room, an office, a second TV area. So you have a lot of flexibility with that. Another thing I want to point out is, and this is of no small significance, this is a natural gas community. And if you like to cook, that can be hard to find in Central Florida. It's not as common here as it is in some places, and for many people who like to cook, that is really important, and they find that they have to use a propane tank because natural gas is not available everywhere. I didn't ask who designed these model homes, but they did a really great job. I love a themed model home, and each of these, has a specific color palette, and it was very, very nice. A lot of buyers are concerned that they won't be allowed to put up a fence. Most communities will allow a fence. You can see this one has a wrought iron fence. I didn't ask if wrought iron was the only fence type that was allowed, but in a lot of these sorts of communities, wrought iron is what is allowed, or PVC rather than other types of fences. But most of them will allow fences. Another question that I get rather frequently asked in 55 and over communities is, who can live there. So one person on the deed has to be over the age of 55, but for full-time living, as long as you're over the age of 19, you can live here. So if you have college-age kids that want to go to, say, Stetson or UCF, which would both be within commuting distance, that would be fine. If you have adult children living with you for whatever reason, that's allowed here, as long as they're over the age of 19. And some of these models are configured in such a way that you can almost have a separate living space, almost a mother-in-law suite. There's not an additional kitchen, but they do have their own bathrooms, and they are rather far from the primary bedroom. The home that we're in right now is called the Laura, and it's also part of the Cooper collection. And this home comes with between 3 bedrooms and 5 bedrooms, and 3 bathrooms. In terms of the structural changes that this model is showing, this one has a 3-car garage, a summer kitchen, a cooktop and a wall oven, and a bonus room with a full bath and closet. So this is our 3-car garage. I didn't really look in too many of the garages, but that's an example of it. It's not the type where you would pull in one car behind another, so it is 3 widths, which is convenient and great for storage. So this is the smallest home in the Cooper collection. This is called the Eva, and you can get this between 2 and 4 bedrooms and with 2 bathrooms. This one, the structural options that they're showing include a 4-foot garage extension, some sliding glass doors, extra width, a bedroom in lieu of the flex space, and a barn door at the owner's bathroom. And the base price on this one is $427,990. This community, when it's completed, will have 599 homes, and I'm told that the clubhouse or the amenity center is somewhat oversized, so it's working out to be 12 square feet per resident, which means you will always find a seat at the pool, and you'll always find seats at the shows. For example, they have a Cresswind concert series, so I guess you are kind of guaranteed a spot at that concert series. Now, building times, they say it's taking them 8 to 10 months to build, so that's not too long for being able to make a rather customized home. And each home comes with about 30 different options to choose from. So there are 30 ways approximately to configure each home. You can have a second story with a bonus room in many of them. You can have a 3-car garage. And the Sarah is the largest home. That one goes up to 3,932 square feet. But right now we are checking out the Jade, and that's from the Cooper collection. So this is going to have between 2 and 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And this home has a starting price of $457,990. And here you can see the flex space is being used as a TV room. So I guess, although, many people, when they think of moving into 55 and over, they really consider downsizing, but you don't necessarily have to here. I mean, look at that pantry. That's enough for a whole family with kids. And these rooms are quite spacious, and this isn't even one of the larger models. I love the window over that summer kitchen. I don't know if I assume it's screened. I don't think it's glassed. I'm not sure. I think this was one that I really liked. I like the color palette of this one. Yeah, this one I liked a lot. This is certainly a spacious master closet. I mean, when you move to Florida, you don't need a lot of the same clothing if you're coming from up north especially. Yeah, there. Your realtor's giving it a thumbs up. You don't need as much clothing, and you certainly don't need to bring very many winter coats, but that closet does allow you to keep some of your warm clothing in case you are going to go up north, if that's where you're coming from. Here we have a little wall of Stetson, so Stetson University, just a few minutes away from this community, and downtown Deland is also about 5 minutes away. Now, if you're a Disney fan, that's about an hour, and your beaches, Daytona and New Smyrna, are going to be about half an hour. So these are the smallest, I guess. This is the Brooks collection. This model's called the Bailey. It's being shown as a 2-bedroom, but you can have as many as 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms in these. And this has a base price of $389,990. And this is like roughly 1,500 square feet. So this is one of the smaller ones, but I mean, look at that poster bed. That's a king size for sure, and it's absolutely not overwhelming that room at all. There are a total of 3 models in this Brooks collection. There's one that's not shown in the street of model homes. It's called the Claire. And that one actually says 3 bedrooms with a possibility of 5. I don't know how they divide these up. I should have asked that. What differentiates the collections. Although I would say the Brooks look a little bit simpler than the other levels or collections. And now we get to see another Brooks collection model. This is called the Anna. I liked this one. It had the yellow accents. This is pretty. And this is a starting price of $375,990. The structural options that are being shown are the sliding glass door and the laundry wall cabinet. And interestingly, it says that the Bailey, which is the one that we just viewed, that was the base floor plan, so there were no structural options shown in that one. Of course, there are a lot of design options like those shelves and some built-in things, and I'm sure that the crown molding and maybe the baseboards are higher than would be in the regular base model. One thing I love in the models, the tray ceilings and then the molding or the decor, the decoration that they have in the tray ceiling. I just love that in these models. I'm sure these shelves are an upgrade too. But in any case, even without all the upgrades, these are very functional layouts and very modern layouts. Now we're going to check out the Pearl, which is one of the Harrison collections. This one is stunning. And this one has a lot of structural options. So summer kitchen, a 4-foot rear extension at the lanai and the owner's suite, cooktop and wall oven, an appliance pantry, I guess I missed that, deluxe owner's shower with tub, bonus room with full bath and closet, a storage enclosure under the bonus staircase, laundry room, and door from walk-in closet to laundry. Oh, that's nice, yeah. You can go from your laundry directly to your primary bedroom walk-in closet. The base price on this model is $569.90, and the models are not for sale as long as the builder is still using them. Sometimes they offer them with a leaseback option, but it's usually closer to the end of the community, when everything is more or less built out. I didn't ask what the price would be, and I'm sure they don't even have that set yet, but this one clearly has quite a few design updates, or upgrades rather. So Kolter's Cresswind communities are located in Charlotte, some in the South Carolina coast. They're in the state of Georgia, and then pretty much all over Florida. There are 2 in Central Florida, and one is it's called the Reserve at Victoria. It's in Victoria Gardens. which is part of Victoria Park. It's not very far from this community, but it's already sold out. And that community has slightly different amenities. It is an older community, so the homes, I think they finished there around 2 years ago, but that one was quite an older community, started many years ago. And in other parts of Florida, these Kolter homes, now they're not the same models, they don't repeat them. So these models are different from what you would find in other Cresswind properties, but in other parts of Florida, these Kolter homes start at over $1 million. So this is definitely on the lower end for Kolter across the board, or on par with the lowest priced communities that Kolter creates. So if that design element appeals to you and you want to have your own personal touch on your home, this is a great choice in Central Florida. So if you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm here for you. Thank you so much for watching. This pretty much concludes our tour.